In what is being described as one of the most tense and unprecedented periods in South Africa's political history, President Cyril Ramaphosa finds himself in the eye of a storm that threatens to redefine the very boundaries of leadership accountability in the country. As protests swell and voices from every corner of the nation demand justice, the president's silence has become deafening, interpreted by many not as composure, but as an ominous admission that the nation's trust has been eroded beyond repair. Across the nation, South Africans from all walks of life have taken to the streets, online platforms, and civic forums to express their outrage. The catalyst for this extraordinary surge in public dissent is rooted in allegations of corruption, misuse of state funds, and a growing perception that the president has prioritized political survival over the welfare of ordinary citizens. While the accusations are multifaceted, one thing is unmistakably clear: South Africans are no longer willing to wait quietly for explanations or bureaucratic deflections. They are demanding immediate action, and in many cases, the call has grown to a single, emphatic demand: Ramaphosa must be held accountable, and if necessary, arrested. The president's silence in the face of mounting calls for accountability has sparked both national and international speculation. Analysts suggest that in a political climate marked by escalating public anger, every word or lack thereof carries immense weight. While some interpret Ramaphosa's silence as a tactical retreat designed to avoid inflaming tensions further, others read it as a calculated attempt to delay the inevitable. Social media platforms are ablaze with debates and hashtags urging legal action, with citizens meticulously chronicling alleged instances of negligence, misconduct, and abuse of power. The narrative has reached a point where silence is no longer neutral; it is a statement, one that speaks volumes louder than any public address could. Parliament itself has become a theatre of tension. Lawmakers from opposition parties are vocally condemning the president, citing failures in governance that they argue warrant immediate intervention by the nation's legal institutions. Even members of the ruling party, traditionally known for their disciplined unity, are reportedly divided, some privately expressing frustration at the president's inability or unwillingness to address allegations transparently. Commentators note that the political machinery in Pretoria is now in a state of paralysis, as every decision, or lack thereof, is scrutinized through the lens of public outrage and mounting civil pressure. Civil society organizations have also joined the chorus. Lawyers, academics, and advocacy groups have issued formal statements calling for independent investigations, emphasizing the importance of upholding the rule of law regardless of one's political stature. Street protests in major cities like Johannesburg, Cape Town, Durban, and Pretoria have grown increasingly organized, signaling a shift from spontaneous outcry to a coordinated national movement. Citizens are chanting for justice, with banners and placards demanding transparency, accountability, and, strikingly, the president's immediate detention pending investigation. Observers both within South Africa and abroad are watching closely, aware that the events unfolding carry profound implications not only for Ramaphosa's political career but for the credibility of South African democracy itself. The silence of a sitting president, while historically rare, is now being interpreted as a mirror reflecting the deep disconnect between leadership and the people it serves. Every passing day without a decisive response fuels speculation, intensifies protests, and strengthens calls for legal intervention. The question on everyone's lips is no longer what the president will say but what will finally compel the nation's legal apparatus to act. In a country where the spirit of civic engagement is both proud and fierce, the people have made their position abundantly clear. The president's silence, intended or not, has become an emblem of a broader crisis, one where governance, trust, and moral authority are being challenged by the united voice of a population unwilling to tolerate perceived impunity. Whether Ramaphosa will address the nation, defend his record, or ultimately face legal scrutiny remains uncertain. But one thing is undeniable: in the streets, on social media, and in the halls of civil discourse, the people of South Africa have spoken, and their message is unequivocal. Silence, in this instance, is not golden, it is speaking volumes, and the entire nation is listening.